Namo Narayan. Good morning. I'm Sannyasi Chaitanya. Welcome to MoreYoga. International Yoga Day. Such a good day. Today we'll be raising money for the Black curriculum. So all the donations and everything that you choose to donate or not, no obligations of course, that goes to a good cause. And as it is, International Yoga Day, yoga is a very special practice. I remember once somebody tried to sort of compare my life taking yoga away, and I didn't understand that. You know what I mean? What is life without yoga? I've only ever done yoga, and I only ever do yoga from the minute I wake up to the minute I go to sleep. And some of us choose the ultimate path of yoga, and like myself, and others we never even hear about it. But it's important to remember what yoga stands for and what yoga really is. The practice of yoga is it's chitta, which is awareness. And the Yoga Sutra states that very clearly. It's becoming aware of yourself, aware of what you do, what you think of, how you act, how you respond, and of course, those surrounding you. Yoga is the combination of energies. It's a union between energies, union between the lower and higher mind, and union between the lower and higher self. So don't take it so seriously, you are learning. With your back bending, please be mindful to use your front body. Any compression in the lower back, any rubbing of the bones, think about it, trying to make space between those bones. Shift your awareness to your upper chest. But I will help you as you go. Something feels weird, it's probably weird. So reassess as you go, You're not obliged to do anything. Many different bodies, many different levels, many different journeys. It doesn't matter. Don't concern yourself with anything but with how you are feeling and the experiences you're having today. Please come to your seated position. Sit cross-legged, sit on something higher if you need to. If you have a sore lower back in general, just because you have a sore lower back doesn't mean you can't do back bends. Don't forget that. It's just your education of how to move your spine. So sit a little bit higher. Press down into your sitting bones. Get a nice strong foundation. Draw the lower belly into the back. Draw up through your pubic area as if you're pulling up all the muscles, like you're lifting a canopy. Exhale, draw in Uddiyana Bandha up and under the ribs and pull the ribs back so you're not sticking out, Draw the back of the tongue to the back of the throat and try to push the spine up through the back of the throat. Take your mudra, forefinger to thumb, turning the palms up, or any other gesture that you have for your practice. Relax the elbows, relax where you can. Create a steady, comfortable position within the spine. Start to become aware of your physical body, whether you are closing your eyes or gazing at a space in front of you. As you become aware of your physical body, scan through, noticing bits about yourself, not lingering on anything specific. Breathing. Start to become aware of your breath. Become aware of the breath moving through the nostrils and out of the nostrils. Notice the quality of your breath. Become aware if this is the first real breath you've taken today. And the more and more you become aware of your breath, try to start pushing the front body away, pushing the ribs away, like you're trying to find the elasticity within your body. With each round of breath, try to focus on opening that area. The front of your body, the back of your body, like a rubber band. You're trying to elasticate the inner body with the breath. Eventually coming to a nice, comfortable breath, but moving the body still. So you're not getting too much hypertension in the face. It's a cooling breath, but you start to work through those static layers, bringing life and movement into your body. Allow your awareness to settle on your third eye. Create your intention for practice today. Create an intention or a sand sculpt that you would like to plant. And then consciously acknowledge it and let it go. Focus on what you are doing here and now. Bring your hands to your heart center. We will start with 3 Shanti, Hari Om. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Inhale. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hari Om. Take your hands to your third eye. Om Gam Ganapatya Namaha. Together we honor each other. Together we bow and say Namo Narayan. Namo Narayan, everybody. Namaste. Hari Om Tat Sat. So interlace your fingers, push the front body away, scoop that belly in nice and tight. As you inhale, lift your arms up to the sky. Take the hands behind your head and press the hands into the head. Draw the lower back into the spine. So especially if you're a banana backer, bring it back in. Now your front body is different to the lower body. So as you inhale, push the head into the hands, open up the front body, the upper chest, and then lift with the breath. As you exhale, draw the elbows towards the chest, close the back of the body, and stretch into the back of the neck. As you inhale, lift and rise, open up your chest. And as you exhale, curl under. And just continue to move like that. Open up, exhale and release. And with each movement, notice if your chest is quite stiff. Notice if quite open. Not because it's wrong or right, but because you need to understand how to move your body in the specific way today. A nice long inhale as if you're yawning your body open. Exhale and release. We're going to start off on the back. Now I did mention to have belt straps, bricks, things like that. And do it anyway. You can have a scarf. It's literally the freedom of your joint. Okay? If you are a flexible person, try not to be by a wall. Don't settle for no space, you know? Unless you just don't have space and you must work your way around it. Remember, chitta, awareness. And we are bringing awareness to this situation. The more you are aware of yourself, the more you are aware of others. Please come to a lying down position. Stretch your body out accordingly. You know, especially if you haven't laid down in a couple of hours, if you're like me, a bit of an early bird. Take your right knee into the chest. Interlace the fingers around the right knee. As you inhale, exhale, and guide that knee towards your collarbone. Collarbone is the space between your shoulder and your neck. And just allow your body to move into this position. If you can, please activate the left leg, push into the heel, and as if the middle of the left foot is sort of drawing away from the hip. But both of your hips are in line, huh? Scoop the belly in as you exhale, deepen a little bit more. Have a natural expression in your face. Don't use your face. And then if you can, just direct that knee to the center of the chest. So just going a little bit more, pointing towards the middle of your chest. Almost towards the throat. As you inhale, exhale and deepen. Inhale, come back to center, draw it to the underarm. And then take your belt or your strap. Now your arms want to be resting on the mat, on the floor, okay? So pop the strap on. This is not about flexibility. This is about opening up your pelvic joint, because if you do that, then you can open up your spine very naturally. So take the strap to the middle of the foot. Don't take this one so seriously, but you can activate the left foot to keep stability. Now think about that pelvic joint and start to move that foot around the pelvic joint. So this strap is really doing nothing except supporting the radius of your foot. So the circle that you're making, it can be guided with the strap. So eventually you just start to move through the rhythm, a little bit more freedom. I mean, you can not have a strap, but it will be harder. Like if you have the strap, then the body gets to relax a little bit more into it, you know. I mean, want to sort of feel that we are disowning this leg. This leg is not attached to us. So see if you can change the way you are aware of yourself when you stop this ownership of your leg. Change the direction as well. And look, if you want to go a little bit fun and excitedly, you just go for that. Keep going. I have to change the view of the camera because you're not going to see me otherwise. Keep moving the body. Keep moving with awareness. And then when you're ready, come back to your center. As you inhale, exhale, and just draw that leg towards you. Doesn't matter how far, you're just opening up your body. Inhale, exhale. Maybe you want to pull in your mula bandha. So pull up your sex organs, see if you can go a bit deeper. Keep the hips in one line. Exhale, bend that knee, take it down. As you inhale, exhale, and draw the left knee into your chest. So same thing, different situation, totally new experience. Inhale, exhale. So remember, we're going to get to the collarbone for this one. Make sure that the alignment is all right. And that right foot is pushing your hip down. Meanwhile, two hips in one line. This is yoga. You don't have time for your own problems right now. You've got too much to be aware of. And this is your small intestines as well. So you're really opening up the body. And back bends are also very much to do with the metabolism as well. So you can see why we do these things. Now direct the knee to the center of your breastplate as you inhale. Exhale and deepen. Notice anything or nothing. And then take that knee to the outside underarm. Take the belt or the scarf around your foot. And then draw that leg out. Get a nice comfortable position and wiggle it around a bit. And then start to do little circles around your pelvis. So there's little rotations. So just trying to open up through that pelvic joint. Draw the stomach in. If you can try to get that other leg aware or secure, and be aware that you don't have to use every body part just because you're doing one. Lovely. Just moving as you are. Perfect. And keep changing directions. So sometimes you want to go really fast, sometimes you want to go really slow. This is all a part of the learning, which is cool. Perfect. And when you're ready, look, I know that left side sometimes gets neglected a little bit, you know, so if you need to go a little bit longer, you just have that discipline. Inhale, exhale. When you're ready, bring that leg close to you. Inhale, exhale. And that's the nicest thing about the beginning of the class. You don't have to prove anything, you know. Lovely. When you're ready, gently exhale and bend that knee. Hug both of the knees into the chest and then pop both of your feet down. Sway the knees side to side. Scoop the belly in. Move from shoulder to shoulder with the head if you like. And this might also give you a bum massage, depending on what you've been up to, you know, what sport you've been up to. Press your feet down into the mat. Activate the upper quads by resisting the mat. Draw the lower back down. Remember that lower back needs to be flat. Maybe even put your hands on the navel and just press it down. Feel the shoulders spreading away. Press down into the back of the head and then take your palms by your side and turn the palms down. Grip the mat with the feet and the hands. As you inhale, start to peel the hips all the way off, up towards your throat. At the top, expand the chest and breathe. As you exhale, curl the spine down, counting all the bones in your spine. Naturally, when you get to the bottom, you'll notice that the pelvis will tilt away. Allow it. And then press the lower back back into the mat and then start to roll up using that lower belly as you crunch. At the top of this breath, expand the ribs, lift and open up. And then exhale, roll down, and just continue to do that. So do it a few more times. So you're really making an awareness about your spine and your front body as well. You know, because once that front body starts to open, at the beginning it feels a bit stiff and a bit stuck, you know, a bit sore. And then you're like, oh, okay, I'm a little bit stronger than I thought. Lovely. So last one, inhale, lift, have a nice stretch. And then exhale, curl the back down, rock up and down, or roll onto your side. Come to a standing position at the front of your mat, casually. Bring your big toes together, heels apart, spread the toes down. Lift the inner arches of your feet, draw the inner thighs out. Bring your hands to your heart center. Ribs in, belly in, and feel the crown of your head lifting towards the sky. Relax the shoulders and relax your face. As you inhale, interlace the fingers and push the palms away. Lift the arms up into the sky. Side your towards the right and look past your left arm. Push the hands into the sky and feel the stretch along the side body. As you inhale, center. Exhale to the other side, looking past your arm. As you inhale, center, make a prayer with your hands, flatten the stomach, shift the weight forward, and I'm trying to stretch your upper chest so you're really feeling in the upper body. Use your hands to push you up so you protect the lower back. Long inhales, long exhales, press into the feet. As you inhale, lead with the fingers, exhale, forward fold down. Inhale, halfway lift, we're going back down, and then we're rolling back up. As you inhale, lift the arms back into the sky. Stretch the belly, stretch the chest, navel in, and then exhale back down for half vinyasa. We're going to do 3 more of these after this. As you inhale, ripple the chest up, exhale, curl down. Inhale, roll all the way up, lift the arms up and over your head, and then exhale, forward fold down. Inhale up, exhale down, and inhale, roll up. 2 more. Just finding that elasticity within yourself. Always leading with the hand, inhaling up, exhaling down, inhaling up. And experimenting with the stomach as well. Last time, as you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, move into vinyasa flow, your Surya Namaskar. Take the legs back into a plank, drop your knees. Take the chest between the elbows, come into a little back bend. As you exhale, slide onto the belly. Press into the tops of the feet, flatten the stomach, but squeeze the elbows and lift the upper chest. Feel the evenness between the tops of your feet to the third eye. Squeeze the elbows. As you exhale, child's pose, take the hips back, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Now lifting your legs up to the sky, start to pedal out your feet. Maybe you shake out your head or lift a leg into the sky. Maybe you open up the hips. Whatever you want to explore in this, or whatever your body is asking you to explore. You know, make it your own. Have the middle finger facing forward. Bend the elbows slightly, stretch the sides of the body and push the upper thighs back. As you inhale, look up towards the hands, hop, step or jump forward. As you inhale, lift, exhale, forward fold. Roll up to standing, lift the arms up and over your head. As you pull the hips forward, push the hands back, stretch, stretch, stretch. Hands back to your heart center, Namo Narayan, breathe. As you inhale, arms up and over. As you exhale, forward fold down. Inhale to lift. Hop or step back into a high plank. If you want to continue making that little back bend, drop the knees. If you're doing a plank or dandasana, belly to spine, and try to flatten that lower back into the spine. As you shift forward, press into the tops of the feet, bend the elbows, and lift the upper hips. As you exhale, downward dog. In downward facing dog, press into the hands, close the ribs into the spine as well. Make no back bend in your downward facing dog. Draw the dorsal spine away. Start to curl that upper back under. Keep it nice and strong. Close the ribs, close the shoulder blades. When you're ready, inhale, look up, hop, step, or jump forward. Exhale as you forward fold. Inhale as you roll up to standing. If you're coming in for a back bend, draw the toes in, hips forward, and pull the hands back. Look up, ears in line with the arms. And then hands back to heart center, flatten the spine, breathe. Tadasana, hands by your side. On your own, inhale, lift the arms up and over, go with the flow of your breath. As you exhale, forward fold. Inhale as you halfway lift. Hop or float back into your high plank. Option to drop your knees and then take the chest down, sliding either Cobra, keeping it low, or Urdhva Mukha Savasana, lifting up dog. And when you exhale back down to downward facing dog, try to find a nice equilibrium. Not too much, not too little. Push the upper thighs back like someone's lifting your hips away from your shoulders. Inhale long, exhale long. From downward facing dog, lift your heels, curl into a plank, look to your navel. Bend the knees, push away from the mat and shift back down dog. As you move forward, curling forward, try not to take it too seriously. Exhale, bend, curl back. One more time, curling forward. Bend the knees, curl back. As you inhale, look up towards the hands, hop, step, or jump to the front of the mat. Halfway lift, exhale, forward fold. Roll up to standing, lift the arms into the sky, interlace the fingers and turn the palms up over your head. As you exhale, side stretch to the right, Tripura Dandasana. Inhale, center, sway to the other side like a palm tree. Inhale to center, hands to heart. Take the arms up and over your head. Exhale, hands behind your head. If you don't have any space by the wall, just make some space. Dig the toes in. If you've got bad lower back, then separate the feet, of course. Draw the navel in. Push the hands away from center. As you exhale, bend the knees, forward fold. Inhale when you run out of breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Any blood pressure problems, hands by the bum. If you're happy to move the arms overhead, push the upper thighs back, but balance the weight between the heel of your foot and the toes. As you inhale, use the chest to pull yourself forward. As you exhale, release and feel the head move towards the shins. If you want to open the shoulders more, squeeze the palms together. Remember what your intention is. With good intention will always be good outcome. That is the way yoga works. Find your softness, find your breath, find that ease. Be aware. Relax your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Take your right leg back, drop the back knee, float the arms up and over your head. Interlace the hands or have the hands separate in Anjali Mudra. If your hands are clasped, pull the fingers away. If your hands are not, then use the fingers to lift. Draw the left hip back, right hip forward. If you can, press into your front foot and lunge, lift through the heart. Take the hands behind the back. Pull the chest down. Try to lift through the upper chest. You should not hurt the lower back. Inhale, exhale. Just feel your body. Listen to your individual body as well. Exhale, take your hands down. Frame the front foot. Press into the heel and close the upper back. Vinyasa flow. Option to do one leg, two leg, or knees, chest, chin. Lifting up into an up dog. Lift that upper chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. As you inhale, take the right leg into the sky. Bend the right knee and look under the right arm. Try to keep those shoulders straight as well. Start to make circles with that right hip. Inhale, Exhale. Think about that pelvic joint once again. So you're not trying to control anything that is not necessary. You're very aware of yourself. As you inhale, warrior one, step that right foot forward, back foot turns out 45 degrees. Lift your arms up and over your head. Interlace the hands, pull the hands away from the front foot. Draw the right hip back, draw the left hip forward. Take the hands behind your back, humble warrior. Open up your chest. As you exhale, forward fold. Press down into your feet, shoulder to knee. Try to get that right shoulder and knee together. Separate your legs if you need to. Look forward, use your chest. As you exhale, maybe you take the head down to the mat. Keep it easy breezy. Try not to lock your back leg. Exhale, release the hands, walk to the wide part of the mat. Turn your feet forward. As you inhale, lift the chest, flatten the spine. As you exhale, forward fold. Inhale as you lift. Exhale as you go down. And try to make some ripples with the spine. So if you need bricks or anything under your hands, and take that. Otherwise, just get comfortable. And you want to not move the legs, but move the spine. So move the stomach. Use your breath. And eventually, see if you can walk your hands a little bit forward. Be on the tips of your fingers. Be careful of your shoulders. Press down the feet. And just allow your body to release. Of course, go to your capacity. Inhale. Exhale. And like I said, if it feels weird, it's probably weird. Push your upper thighs back. Feel the body move down deeply. As you inhale, lift the chest. Walk the hands back. Move to the front of the mat. Take your front leg back. Downward facing dog. Inhale. Step your right foot forward. Drop your left knee. Lift the arms up and over your head. Pull the arms up, press down into your heel. Now if you can, lift through that upper chest. Draw that left hip forward, right hip back. Option to flatten the back feet if you do on the other side. Hands behind your back. Now try to draw the upper chest up. So you're always lifting. And if there's room, lunge forward into your hip flexor and then draw the arms down. Nothing should be uncomfortable, although learning about yourself can get very weird and uncomfortable. As you exhale, lift through that front foot to protect your back. Hands down, frame the front foot, look to your navel. Come into your vinyasa flow, lift the back knee. One leg, two leg, or knees to chin. If you want to stay on the tops of your toes and the ball of your foot, lift the upper thighs, lift the chest. Flare the ribs, breathe. As you exhale, forward and back, down dog. Lift the left leg into the sky. Push the upper thigh back. Open up your hip and look under the left arm. Draw the shoulders straight. Breathe. Long inhales. And now if you can make those circles with your left knee. Think about the right leg as well. You want to activate that upper thigh. You don't want to hurt or make yourself unstable. Warrior one, step that foot forward quietly and politely. As you inhale, lift the arms up and over your head. Shift the right hip, the left hip forward, the right hip forward, left hip back. Try to press into your front foot and then draw the arms up so you have that stretch to the upper chest. The back foot is completely anchoring you. Lift the inner arch of your back foot, but keep the big toe planted. Humble warrior, hands behind your back. As you inhale, lift the chest away from center, open your heart, breathe. Nice long stretch. As you forward fold, shoulder to knee. Try to get that shoulder and knee connection, whatever you do, so you're nice and strong. Maybe you can snuggle it past, look forward, activate the back foot, and draw the forehead towards the mat, breathe. Just allow everything to relax. Relax your hands and walk to the wide part of your mat. Hands on the hips. Inhale, come up. Take your hands outwards, wrists facing towards each other, fingers out to the side. Be careful of your hips, be careful of your back. Squeeze the elbows together. So your shoulders draw together. Try not to hurt anything. S'il vous plaît. Listen to you. Push the hips forward. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Maybe you walk the hands up the back and go a little bit more. Inhale, exhale. If you're that person that can take the hands down, you take the hands down. It's a very wide-legged, like, bridge. I wouldn't call it that, though. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Press into the hands. Open up that chest. Listen to your body. Now we have to come back up again. So you can ninja it one hand at a time. Be careful of your back. Press into your feet and do a little spring. Inhale, exhale. Whoop. Hands to heart. Because it's fun, that's why. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, side stretch to the right. Massage your left arm, a strong stretch. Inhale, center. Exhale, other side. Be careful you're not stretching that lower back. Inhale, center. Step to the front of the mat. Hands to heart center. Namaste. Hands to your side. Now make sure that your lower back is okay still. If you have a wall, take a wall. Fun to use a wall, especially if you are learning to open up your back. Coming into Asana, your dancer's pose. So find your space. And to be honest, I'll show you using the wall because the wall is cool. And also, like, when you do the dancer's pose, it's fantastic. It really is. But if you know how to unlock your body, and you can't always find that in instability, you know, so that's why walls are really good, especially if you are flexible. You have to put your hips back, you know. Hands to heart center. We're going to step onto the right foot first. So chin mudra, right hand. Bend your knees and lift the left foot into your left hand. Walk the hand to the arch of the left foot. Knees together, hips together, navel in. As you inhale, push that foot and hand together. I'm just assuming you don't have a wall. And then as you go forward, move the right hand forward and left hand back. So you have two opposing forces. Now if you have the wall, push that foot into the hand. Notice, are you hyperextending your elbow? Can you bend it? Now as you go forward, try to draw that hip forward, lift the chest, breathe. So you have a nice understanding of making shapes. Listen to the way the body is opening. Extend from the hand and push the back foot up into the sky. Use your breath. Take it easy. Find a position that's semi-comfortable, not too much. Find your limitation and then breathe into that. Just breathe. Open up that chest, the front body. Breathe into the face. If you're falling, come back to center now. Lovely. Exhale, release forward and back. Get back to your center, flat belly. Find your meridians. Left side, so chin mudra. Bend your knees, flip the right foot into the right hand. Walk the hand to the inner arch. Push the foot and the hand together, so you already got that connection, but don't hurt the shoulder. Bend the elbow if you're double jointed. As you move forward, knees together in one line, and start to find that balance. Of course, if you're a little bit more flexible, maybe you want to start experimenting. Breathe. And you want to draw the chest towards the wall. You want to reach through the fingertips, both sides of the fingers. Mula bandha if you can. Uddiyana, so ribs in, relax your face. Not using the face. Honestly, you know, we have these patterns, we're not even aware of how much we use our face. You know, people always know what you're thinking. Try not to. Come back to your center. Breathe. Vinyasa flow. Inhale, lift your arms up and over your head. As you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Step into a plank pose. Make a conscious effort to flatten that spine. Don't let those hips drop. If they are dropping, drop the knees. Still, belly to spine. Get the chest down. As you inhale, move forward. Low cobra. As you exhale, back, downward facing dog. Drop your knees down into the mat. As you inhale, open up for cat. As you exhale, close for cow. Now this is not an invitation to hurt your lower back, because it can happen. So anything you feel, shift the weight to the upper chest. Always lead with the ribs. Lead with the heart. You know, this is kind of like your doctor. You're now healing. So don't cause more problem. Don't tilt the pelvis more than it's already doing it naturally, you know. When you move the chest, the pelvis will move. If you hyperextend that pelvis and try to stick your bum into the air, then you will create instability in the sore lower back. You learn as you go, trial and error. Good. Start to now come into your heart melting position. If your hips are tight, or if you have a very tight lower back, separate the knees. Come onto the forearms, squeeze the navel in, and as you exhale, start to walk those hands down. Now draw the chest forward and down. Think about breathing forward and down and releasing the upper back muscles. Any shoulder issues, please pop yourself on something higher, even if it's just putting a blanket under your head. If you don't have anything, use the strength of your hands, because that will help the middle of the back. You know, and then it's like your discipline of not going past your limit. You know, was it Lauren? I'm sure it was you, Lauren. I always get just to that. Never past. That's good. Don't go past that. Always just be there. Just be there. Never too much, never too little. So breathing, inhale and exhale. Move the chest forward and down. Think about that lower belly. If you are maybe trying to create a pattern with your body, think about the stomach moving towards the thighs. Think about the chest moving towards the hands. If you have a wall, use the wall. So excited, because then you can resist and really push yourself away. And then use the ribs to expand and open. Exhale, take yourself back to child's pose. Shift yourself around. Shoulders are tight, then you just take your hands behind you. No rules to where you put your arms, as long as they are comfortable. Some people even take their arms out to the side and get an arm stretch. So you just do you. Breathe. Long inhales, long exhales. Notice your heartbeat as well. Are you tired? Are you all right? There's no wrongs and there's no rights. As long as you can, be aware of that and then maintain. When you're ready, please slide onto your belly. Sphinx pose, which is technically my holiday pose. It's a very chilled one. Take your toes to each side of the mat. You don't have to be wide. You can be less wide if you like. But the elbows need to be either under your shoulders or a little bit more further. This is a very nice test for your back. Please don't over-challenge yourself. If it feels weird, it's weird. You've got to know these things. No one can tell you, you know. So, spread your fingers. Press down into the hands, the forearms, and the elbows. Lift through the upper shoulders. Breathe. Now press into the tops of your feet and activate the upper thighs. Now if this is good for you, be here. It's a very stable and hard place, especially if you're pressing into the feet, especially if you're pressing into the elbows. It shouldn't be easy. You should be always connecting. This is yoga. If you are relaxing in yoga postures, you're only halfway there, you know. You have to still connect, activate, and then relax. Pull in more bandha. So it's not restorative, put it that way. Now, if you are happy like this, be like this. If you want, you can start to straighten the arms with the intention of lifting through the tops of the feet towards the top of the chest. If you're double jointed, please bring the eye of the elbow forward, squeeze the inner arms, press into your fingertips. If you're happy to do more, you can start to walk your hands close towards you, press into the hands, and lift through the upper hips. Breathe, breathe, breathe. If you are interested in coming into Puna Bhujangasana, your full Cobra, press into the balls of your feet first, just get a connection. Breathe. And then maybe you bend your feet to your head. Now, staying like this is wonderful. You can really open up the front body. You can open up the back of the body. If you want to go further, walk the hands towards you more. Try to get right onto the knees. Lift, lift, lift so you get that front body extension. The Urdhva Mukha extension. The upper facing extension. As you exhale, take the head towards the feet. Maybe you manipulate it there. The goal is not to get the feet on the head. It's actually very intense with the hamstrings. So if you're not flexible in the hamstrings, then just don't worry too much. You'll get a spasm. The intention is to open up your heart and to stretch the meridians of your body for the digestion. So, what are you doing? As you inhale, move forward. Exhale, take the hips back, come onto the forearms. Make a hump in the back, and then maybe you just do little circles. You know, so back health. Look after yourself. And just do that for a little bit. Make those circles, breathe. Lovely. Lifting into your downward facing dog. Stretch out those hips. Walk it out, walk it out, walk it out. Look up towards your hands, whether your hop, step, or jump into a seated position. Bring your feet together at the front of the mat. Grab onto the ankles and start to create little circles. Inhale forward, exhale back. So, like I said at the beginning, when we work with the lower back, we're working with the hips. You know, and after this practice, you shouldn't be opening the hips too much after this. The back will become unstable and you get a sore lower back. So you have to work with two things. Press the sides of your feet together and press the big toes together. Activate the inner thighs, hold on to the ankles, draw the navel in and stretch the back straight. So you are straight back. If you're doing some banana ducking, backing, weird things in the back, if it's not flat, you have to work towards that. I remember my back was never like this. It was never flat, but it came like that eventually. And even if you have to keep trying, that's the journey. That's the awareness, you know. And yeah, some days you're going to be like, ugh, I'm over it. And then that's fine too. But as long as you are aware of that, as you inhale, lift the chest. Walk the fingertips forward. As you inhale, exhale down. Keep the sitting bones down. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Open up the feet like a book. If your hips are very closed, then they'll just be high and the knees will be raised. That's okay. You have the intention of opening up as long as you keep your awareness and don't oppose that intention. Breathing. If you want to, even if you are flexible and you want to take the feet wide and do like a star pose, you can take the elbows into the inner knees and just stretch out your hips. When you're ready, inhale, lift yourself back up. Hug the knees into the chest, rock up and down, up and down. Massage the spine from top to bottom, literally. And it's fun. This is the fun part of yoga, that weird, like, childish stuff. That's fun because, you know, as adults, we're like, oh, you know, that's so weird. We're making a freaking rock and roll with our body. But actually, yoga is about destroying the ego. And if you want to destroy the ego, then you must be like a child. You must be okay to make a fool out of yourself, you know? It's okay. Just move on. Take it and move on. It's okay. Even if you've done the most embarrassing thing, it's fine. Take your right thigh over the left thigh. If this is not for you, ankle over knee. Perfect. But please don't hurt your lower back or don't force a stretch that is not made for you today. Or if you have an injury from it. Hands either around the right knee, around the furthest knee, or if you are already nice and open or closed, whatever, you can pull onto the ankles. Inhale, exhale. Please draw the awareness there, you know, and make those shapes with your body. Cheetah, cheetah, chitta, chit. Chaitanya is pure consciousness. Chit is just consciousness. It's just awareness. You know? Breathing. And release your legs. Change the cross of the legs. Left thigh goes on right side or ankle on knee. Your thing. Take your hands around the knee. Take it around the outside of the knee. Maybe you take the ankles, who knows. If you get any niggles, don't accept that, you know. Don't sit here with a weird sharp pain, because that is weird. And that's what I said. If it feels weird, it's weird. It's not right. It's not cool. You know, we sit because we're like, oh, we have to go through this. You don't. That's not what we're going for. It should be comfortable. Well, should be uncomfortable with no shooting pains, right? And eventually when you are a little bit more into it, it should be just a nice release. There should be none of this hip flexor shooting, you know. Wonderful. Release everything. Sway the knees side to side. Go into our final back bends. Just to end this session, you know, with a good heart opener. Your wheels, because I do believe that, you know, they do come with time, and they are so strengthening. So if you're not doing wheel, do your normal bridge. Okay, we're going to do 3. You can do bridge, wheel, wheel. You can do bridge, 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 wheel, 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 wheel. Whatever you do, do it for you. Hands to your side. Press down into the feet. Activate the thighs. Inhale, roll up. If you're doing your wheel, hands to the ears, press into the feet, squeezing the arms, flip onto your head. If that's all you're doing, nice to sort of get to know the hands, the head, and the feet, and are they equal? If you're lifting up, once again, both hands, both feet, can you press into the hands and lift the chest, squeezing in the thighs, check your distance, all that jazz. Breathe. Maybe you want to even rock, you know, like have you even got into your back right now? And then when you're ready, come back down. Release, release. Shake them knees side to side. And going back up. Whichever one suits you. Press into the hands. Lift, lift, lift. Maybe you do a variation of taking the legs up. If you've got a wall, use the wall. It's always fun. If you're in your wheel, maybe you want to walk the feet towards you. Breathe. Open up the inner arms, walk the left foot to center, take the right leg up, try to look at that leg, get some weird distance going, and then take it down, swap your legs. This is obviously a lot easier for me. I've done this for a while, but you might be feeling a bit unstable. Trust your vibes, trust the legs. Try to make the leg light and press all the way into the hands. Come down, take a break. Sway the knees side to side. Whatever you're releasing, let it go. Heartbreak, pain, forgiveness, love, suffering. All of this suppression, if you are one of them who have been in suppression through Black Lives and things like that, you know, just get it out. One more time, do your back bend. Lift the body all the way up. Lift. Push into the hands. Maybe you can go even more. Feel the front of the body, even in your bridge pose. Feel as if the front of the body is expanding. Get that elasticity up and out. Take a deep breath. Now, as you exhale, pull in mula bandh. Pull in all your bandhas. Inhale, exhale. Come on down, come on down. Take it easy, take it easy. Give yourself a little sway with the knees. If your back is okay after you've swayed the knees, give yourself a little hug. Hug it in, hug it in. If you want to throw your legs overhead, you can take your hands to the sides of the feet. You are welcome to take your legs overhead. You can go into a little stretch for the back, the low back halasana, and take the knees to the ears. Whatever you want to do in this moment. And I love playtime in yoga because it makes you, it gives you the encouragement that you need to also do things for yourself and think for yourself. You know? It's very nice to have a teacher, but with stretching and stuff, like no one can teach you that. I mean, yes, we can say inhale, exhale, please be aware. But you might have a thing, you know, like, oh, you need to stretch out that, or my shoulders tight, or I did this bum exercise. tennis, you know, like your body gets so sore in different places. So you do you, and when you are finished, do something subtle, easy, nothing too much, you know. Then take your legs out and come into your Savasana. If your lower back is sore, you're very welcome to have maybe support under your knees. If you tend to be on your feet a lot and actually, or your hormonal, things like that, just put some bricks under your heels. And just come to a nice lying down position. Just allow your body now to fall back into its natural skeleton. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Take a deep, deep breath. Exhale and let it go. Feel the entire front body rise, and then as you exhale, just totally surrender. Feel the breath move through the body naturally. Can you close your eyes? Can you become aware of the back of your body in relation to the mat or the ground? Be aware of the back of your feet, the back of your hands, the back of your legs, the middle of your back and your shoulder blades, the back of your head. Relax your eye muscles and gaze behind the eyes. Become aware of your third eye. And just noticing the external environment. Draw your awareness further beyond yourself. Hear a sound, follow that sound and then let it go. Find another sound, follow it, let it go. Practicing detachment of sounds, learning to hear the unheard. Allow yourself to totally surrender. Relax the right leg, relax the left leg, relax the right arm and relax the left arm. Relax the middle of your back. Relax your face. Become aware of the space behind your eyes. The intention that you created at the beginning of the class. The sun skull. Remind yourself of this intention. Visualize and repeat this intention to yourself at least 3 times, whether you see it written, drawn, visualized, whatever it is, just repeat that to yourself with acknowledgement and conscious awareness. Let it go and focus once again on the breath in your external environment. Allowing everything to leave that is not part of your practice, that does not serve your practice in a good, positive way. And allowing love to come back into your heart, keep an open state of mind and heart. Start to become aware of your physical body. Start to become aware of your fingers and your toes. Start to breathe deeply into your belly, your ribs, and your chest, and just become aware of all of that energy that you may have created within. And start to express into the fingers, the toes, the face. Draw the arms up over your head. And hug the knees into your chest. Roll onto your side or your center and come to a seated position. Bring your hands to your heart center. Taking a moment to thank yourself, to honor yourself, to give well wishes out to all Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. To wish people well, even if they have done you wrong. At the end of the day, what good will it do wishing them badly? And thanking the good word of yoga, a practice that we can come back to no matter what condition or situation. And many different forms of yoga will come at different times of your life. And you should never compare that to other people's practices of yoga. Om Gam Ganapatya Namaha. Together we overcome obstacles. Together we bow and say, Namo Narayan, Namo Narayan, Hari Om Tat Sat, Namaste. And take care of yourselves. Please take it easy with your back. Have a nice bath, Don't overstretch it. Learn. Namo Narayan. Beautiful.